Take a second. Shut the door real quick.
Hey.
Hey guys.
What up, though?
See if anybody's in. I can't tell. It takes a second to start showing up.
Everything's like where I'm in.
Yeah, everything's a delay.
Dude, last week we were at the 1.7 with all them fellas, man. The big screen, we had a big screen on the living room. So we're shooting the thing, and I'm watching this on the big screen. And it's like watching the future. Because you're like, oh. Hey, I bet you're going to do this right now, or this comment's going to pop up like a minute later.
What's going on, Bargain Resale? How you doing? Nikki?
Showing it now.
What's going on, Brian?
See, you seeing the end of the future right now if you're on the regular. Because StreamYard ain't doing anything.
But we 1080p now, man. We got that clear, crispy. I see Dapper. He look like he's in. I don't know where he's at. But
I'm sitting in my living room, man.
You looking like crispy over there,
dude. I'm just trying to level up like you guys. You know, I got my my little Camlink card with my mirrorless hookup. So
I like that. That's what I get. I got the same hookup too. The Camlink and a little mirrorless M50.
Yeah, I got my my Sony A6000. So
that's a nice one. That's a nice one. I like that.
Yeah. That's part of it, man. Like I guess that's what everybody was drawn to you about, man. Like everything that you done. I remember the first time I watched you, everything was so crisp.
Yeah, man. As far as electronics and stuff like that, man, I'm just I've kind of chilled, but I'm like one of those gadget type guys, man, where I like to read about them and just see the next best thing, even though I might not buy it, but I like to see what's coming out, what's new. I remember before the whole mirrorless camera thing. I remember it, like, they're gonna make the camera smaller, it's gonna be mirrorless, and they're gonna be great. And I was like, that's my thing right there. So, dude,
I'm such a tech dork when it comes to all that stuff. I just got a new laptop, and like for a month, I've been like looking at tech specs and stuff. Wife is like, "All right, I get it. Just buy it."
That's my new thing. That's my next thing, a laptop. I've been having mine. Mine's been holding on, knock on wood, because it ain't gave me no problems. But 2000, maybe 16, maybe 15. So I need a. It's about that time.
Dude, I'm a second. I'm not seeing any comments, so I'm gonna read.
No worries, man.
Yeah, take your time, man.
We'll hold it down. So, anyways, thank you guys for popping in. Everybody who's come in the chat or who has already been on. This is our reseller roundtable every Friday night with Eric, OBX Picker, and myself, Dapper Tiger. And tonight, as you guys can see down below, we have a special guest, the one and only the Tesla Picker. Yeah. So, I mean, here, give us a few minutes of rapping about yourself, man. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, I mean, let's just start from the beginning. I guess I can. I only been reselling. I've been reselling for a while, but I started off with shoes back in the day. I say 2009, where Jordan was hot, all the latest and greatest tennis shoes, basketball player shoes anyway. And I used to have a hookup where I can get the shoes pretty much 30% off, and I used to resell them. And back then, I mean, you can buy a pair of Jordans for retail, which is $160, and sell them for $300, $400. So that's all I used to do. I did that for a long time. I did pretty good at that because I always had people always came to me for the shoes. I had full size runs, and then I kind of I did that for a while, but that kind of died off a little bit. And I say hardcore this January is when I went hardcore on everything, where I just started buying not just shoes, but actually I don't buy shoes at all no more. I don't know if I'm just tired of them or what, but I just started buying a little bit of everything, electronics, clothes, whatever I was out there, you name it, I got it. And yeah, man, that's it as far as reselling now. I got 3 boys. I do this part-time. My wife, she's an assistant principal. She got a full-time job, and I got a 7, 10 and 17-year-old. I got a senior in high school this year. And so yeah, I got a full plate, man. And I'm trying to do this at the same time. And it's I love it, but it's hard work, you know, doing what I do. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell anyway.
Awesome, man.
And before you ask, I don't know if you're gonna ask the name Tesla Picker. The reason why I came up with that is because, man, back in January, I was talking about getting a Tesla. I was like, let's just go ahead and get a Tesla. And my wife was like, okay. So I was gonna get one, and ain't nothing wrong with my car. You know, it's paid off. My wife's paid off. And I said, you know what? Let's just hold off on that. I'm gonna take this picking thing to a new level, and we're gonna pay straight cash for it off my eBay money. So that's my goal now, is just to pick, you know, I might not save up for the whole thing, but more than half of it I want to save up for it before I actually buy one. So that's my goal. And the Tesla, it was a whim. I was like, hey, we saving for a Tesla. Hey, Tesla Picker. That's it.
Boom.
And that was it, man. I came up with it.
You're kind of stuck with it now.
Yeah, I know. I'm probably gonna get sued. I'll try to call me TP. I'm gonna come up with TP.
TP, yeah.
You know, because I'm gonna have to get off the Tesla here one day.
I feel like Elon Musk is like that, like petty. He's like, I'm gonna get that friggin' reseller, taking the name.
But the thing is, though, Tesla, they don't pay for advertising, man. So that's why I mean, a lot of people use their name, and I mean, they word of mouth and YouTube. I mean, everybody's advertising their product, so that's why they don't really trip on as far as the Tesla name, because they got free advertising. So
he's got better things to do with his money.
Mm-hmm.
Come after you, like you said, you're advertising for him.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, but yeah, man, that's about it, man. And I just got a new place. I don't know if you know about that. Kind of upgraded to a new spot to put all my inventory in, and right now, so far so good, man. Like I was telling y'all before we started, moving everything and trying to keep it together, and also making sales is kind of hard because I kind of forget where stuff is sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's at home or there. You know, I've been putting them in certain different bins, and it's just kind of a pain, really. So,
are you reinventing a inventory system?
Yeah, I mean, I had one lightweight. You know how it is. You have my inventory was garage. I put that in the custom SKU. It's in the garage. It's in the basement in this room or that room. Now it's all in one room, so I'm having to try to change it. I don't got the A, B, C, D, E, F, G deal, and that's what I want to do. But it's gonna be. I'm just gonna start. I told myself I'm just gonna start doing that with everything that I purchased from now. The other stuff I'm just gonna have to look for it until it sells. So that's how I'm gonna do it.
I hope you got clear bins, man.
Yeah, that's what I got too, though. You're right. I just purchased a bunch of clear ones. That's why I moved everything.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, right around now is when Target starts doing their like $7.60 or 56 quart tub sales.
Yeah.
So save on that if you're a reseller.
Right, that's what I need. I need some of that. I need that type of type up. I have a little bin system where I have like at least 15 bins on one shelf. So I'm gonna need a lot. You know, I'm trying to do it the right way. I'm spending a little bit on my, I got the ones with wheels, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And those cost, but $100 a pop or something.
I know, dude. Yeah, seriously. And Eric just built a bunch of his own shelving in his own shed too. We're jealous, but you can't move them like with the wheels. So if you got to be mobile or reconfigure stuff, it's a little easier.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I wanted to do that because right now I got everything pushed back, and when I need it, I can just pull it out and get it, and then push it back, and have a little bit more room. So I said every now and then I just buy a shelf, and right now I got like 5 or 6 of them, and when I need another one, I get another one. So
that's kind of what I've been doing.
I've been, I built shelves on either side of my shed, and then in the middle, I've got it wall wide open. So I've actually looked at some of those wheeling racks as well, like the Metro style. Like those things are, they're nice.
The ones you can kind of slide back or whatever. Or
you can adjust your height according to bin, all that kind of stuff.
Oh wow, that'd be nice right there. You said yours was 24 feet.
24, yeah.
Yeah.
I got like 16 feet of shelving on both walls. And then in the middle, I got the 7-foot ceilings on the side, so it's taller in the middle.
Okay.
Dude, if you only walk sideways, you can probably fit 2 rows of shelves.
There you go.
Just like
Yeah,
Nah,
just
in the middle,
do it like that.
in the middle, I put 2 rows of just like the loose shelving, you know, the plastic stuff that I had in my other room, and it worked out. But yeah, I feel you on the moving stuff around, man. When you get moving stuff around, you're like, what? I did kind of more Lonnie style, just sectioned it out with like, okay, this is electronics over here. This is because I already had 800 plus listings, dude. To go back and readjust all that ain't happening. Like, it ain't happening.
Inventory.
Yeah, that's a lot of inventory, man. That's yeah, I feel you. Just do you do. So I'm saying you got one wall, an owl, and then another wall. Is that how you doing it now?
Yeah, the way it is so I got on the outer walls, I built my shelving. In the middle, I can actually put shelves back to back, and I basically got a 3-foot walkway all the way around the back. So I basically got 16 feet of shelving on both outer wall, and about 12 feet in the middle, and some on the back wall. And then in the front part, I'm processing. I built like a little photo station, and I've got a place to put death pile stuff.
Okay. That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask you. If you was are you actually gonna basically run everything out of there, like, you know,
pretty much like where I'm at right now. I've got a little office in here now that's like one of our smallest bedroom in our house. We have a 4-bedroom house, so this is the smallest one that I'm gonna keep for like video stuff, and then I've got some electronic stuff in here just to test and kind of set that up in here where I'm out in the shed with it. But yeah, I'm that's the goal though, is to get to the place where I can just go out there and work, you know. So it's kind of, even though it's not the house, it's still the house.
Yeah, I mean, just having it away
between working in the house. Yeah.
You're just having it out. I mean, because even though I had some in my garage and I have a room dedicated to it, it kind of leaks out sometimes. My wife is like, well, what's all this? This ain't supposed to be here. Get that out of here. So I was like, you know, I'm
always stoked, man, about that. She definitely the same thing. When it starts leaking out, that's when you start having problems with it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and it wasn't actually. I mean, I knew I was gonna look for one or a place at one time. This right here just happened to pop up or come up, and it's a mile. Like I said, just 1.1 miles from my house. When I go running, I run past it all the time. It came open. My guy 2 doors down from me, he does eBay. He kills it. And we talk all the time. We together all the time. And we just decided, like, hey, man, it's right up the street, man. I mean, it's open. His father actually has a place in that building. He's the one that told us about it. And I was like, you know, man, $300 a month. That's what we splitting $600 a month. Utilities included, everything. 3 rooms. I'm like, man, I mean, it's a no-brainer, you know. I mean, I gotta, let's go ahead and do it, man. So that's what we're doing, you know. So
yeah.
And so far so good. It's turning out.
So with having it like that, so obviously I mean, it gives you somebody to bounce stuff off of right there too with eBay. Like if you run into issues or anything you got going on. I've been looking for someone to help me out with vacation time. Because putting your store on vacation, dude, is tough. It's tough to
do it. I just had to do it.
Yeah.
I just had to do it for I was gone 3 weeks. I went to Panama City for a week, and then I went to Cancun with my wife for a week and a week. So I was gone almost 2.5 weeks. And what I did, man, and I didn't want to do it, I just turned everything off. I didn't even sell anything while I was gone. I said, I could afford, I mean, you know, of course, everybody can't do that. You know, I got a full-time job and stuff like that. So I just turned that, because I did it before and I made the mistake of putting it on vacation mode and I forgot to set my handling time out and I got burnt. And then I don't know what it is. I tried to set my handling this time and it wouldn't let me do it. I don't know if I got it. I mean, it was acting stupid. Somebody told me it was because I was involved in some type of program. I don't know, but I couldn't set my handling time out. So I was like, I'm just turning everything off, you know, and it was so much. It was refreshing coming back, just starting from now. You know, I turned it on like right before I came back, maybe 2 days before I came back, and it was all good. So, but Yeah, just make sure you turn the set that handling time out, man. You know,
Yeah.
5 days. But people don't look at that too. Remember, look at that too. You know, you can sell something. They be like, "Where's my item?" Like, did you see the 5-day handling time on it? You know, so you got that. That'll kill you too.
Yeah, buyers don't.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. We were looking at that. I know Rev and Nikki T were out. We went out, 127. All of us were kind of out there together, and they had shut theirs down. Like, just that you can't buy anything, like that kind of thing. Come back. Come back. Mm-hmm. And it seemed like they.
You lose them.
Freeze.
Look at that face.
Yeah, it's a good face to go on.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, man. But yeah, have you ever set yours on vacation mode before?
I have not yet. I mean, I haven't been far enough away, and like the times I have been away, my wife is around, so like she'll just end up just taking over and packing stuff for me. I'll have to think about it like October. I'm thinking about like just the whole family going over to the East Coast and visiting my parents and stuff. Right. So, but like I primarily sell on Macari, so I got to figure out how to do it. I think I can bulk vacation mode everything. Okay, I should probably figure that out and make a video on it. But,
yeah, definitely, because a lot of people have that question, man.
Yeah,
That definitely get some views right there. And yeah, it's a eBay. I don't know. I couldn't set my handle on time out for some reason, and somebody told me it's because I was in some type of program to where I had to do it in I had to basically set each individual listing up manually, basically, and I'm like, ain't no way I'm ready to do that. know. So I just turned everything off, and it was great, vacation mode. And like I said, my dude down the street, he did it, and he had problems because even though he set his handling time out, he said probably half of the people he sold something to was looking for the item, like, in a couple of days. So even though it said in red vacation mode and the handling time said 5 days, people don't read, like you said. So I mean, I don't know. Oh, okay. That's what Tommy said. You have to turn off the business policies to bulk edit it. Okay, that's probably what I probably got the business policies on. So Tommy knows everything. Tommy, you need to come out with the videos, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Tommy just goes live. I told him, look, man, you're the eBay connoisseur. You like a D Nimmon or Nick Nimmon, and
dude, especially having been with UPS, he's got the inside scoop on things.
Right, man. I be telling him all the time. I mean, Tommy will have 100,000 followers if he just put his stuff out there. I promise, man, because he's. I mean,
dude, keep all the cussing in your bro, like do it Gary V style.
He get extra 20 just for the cussing. I tell him all the time. Tracy does too.
Yeah,
but I mean, Tommy said he's not on that right now. He probably be on it. He probably be on another year or so.
Dude. But I mean, he's like us. He enjoys the tech stuff. I know Caleb was just Phoenix Resale was just talking about it. The gear looks good. I was like, dude, it's something I nerd out on. It's kind of hard not to fall in deeper into the YouTube hole, because then you start acquiring all these cool toys and stuff.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man.
What's going on, bud?
There he is.
You back. But you're right, man. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard to follow. I mean, we're just talking about God, what I do, Tracy? I was giving you some props. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling you, trying to hype your man to do pre-recorded, but he said he's not doing it no more.
Yeah.
But what about, how y'all? I don't know how many videos y'all drop a week, but y'all like editing and doing and all that, as far as YouTube anyway.
I love it, man. I just had to switch software from Final Cut Pro to DaVinci Resolve, which is like totally free. If you're, what are you using? I think I heard you say you're Premiere Pro.
No, I'm still old. I'm Sony Vegas still. I've been using that for years. Yeah, Sony Vegas and I have KineMaster on my phone. I rarely use it, but I do have it on my phone. I used it super early when I was first getting into it, but I'm Sony Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I started out with, but my computer was like couldn't handle it. So I went to my wife's MacBook and started doing Final Cut Pro for a while.
You like that?
I loved it, actually. I thought it was pretty easy because I went from iMovie to Final Cut Pro. It was just literally like the same software, but like more bells and whistles. And then now that I've gone back to Windows, I've had to go to DaVinci Resolve, which is like totally free. You should definitely check it out if you like Sony Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, but yeah, it's
I
cool
do.
learning about that stuff.
I love editing and stuff. I mean, I wish I put about 2, maybe 3 videos out a week. So the editing that I really want to do, I can't do because it's just that, you know, with reselling, you kind of got to be, and I do a little bit, you know, but not too much, but I would like to do something. And I fly, you know, I like drones and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking about coming up with another channel just, you know, for that. What's up, man? And doing a little bit more editing with that, you know. And I'm not the nicest editor, but I just like learning and looking up stuff and figuring certain things out and stuff like that. So I might. Plus, I got an idea about reselling, and I don't know if I want to do it. It's gonna be like cartoonish type, but I might put out a video and see how everybody takes it. It's gonna be a surprise, though. I ain't gonna put it out there right now.
I mean, isn't that like all we ever do, right? Every video is an experiment. Even the guys who are like, I know this one's gonna go viral. Like, I don't know if you really know, unless you're like, I don't know, Mr. Beast, and you're throwing out like 6 figures,
Right?
$1 million, you know, per video.
Right, man. I was gonna do something like use a green screen and do a couple of things, you know, as I'm like walking through a yard sale and doing a couple of different things, you know. I mean, I was just thinking about all kinds of stuff just to change it up. Because everybody, I mean, if you think about it, everybody's videos are pretty much the same. You know, you walking through, showing what you got, what you sold, blah, blah, blah. And I look for, I mean, when I watch videos, I don't know about you guys. I love getting educated and learning new things. I always love that. But I like being entertained too. So, you know, if you throw in a couple, you know, crazy things, I'll be like, oh man, this is pretty cool. You know, I mean, being entertained and being educated at the same time is, I mean, it's nothing better, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's the balance to strike right there, right? You know, is to, you know, relay some information, be entertaining. Even like when I talked to Pete, he was like, yeah, I used to try and like teach all the time and stuff. Like people just care more about being entertained on YouTube.
Right.
So,
and I mean, if you're gonna listen to anybody, that's the guy to listen to right there.
Yeah.
So I mean, but yeah, and his stuff. Go ahead.
Get yourself a cat and a bird. Get yourself a cat and a bird. He said that's what he did for.
That's right.
It's one of those things.
Yeah,
I think everybody has a little book, you know, once you find something that is kind of somewhat entertaining. I mean, there's people you watch, like you said, there's entertainment, there's straight. There's a couple guys I watch and I just listen, you know, like I'm waiting for them to say they bought something and sold something that I don't know anything about. But like a lot of guys, you know, you can only watch so much of that or listen to so much of that. I'm not going to sit around on my couch and watch that.
Yeah.
I'm doing something else, you know?
Right. Tell me about it.
Huh? So, Phoenix Resale would like to know, how do we split our time between YouTube and reselling stuff?
I think it kind of goes hand in hand for me. I mean, I know every time not every time, but a lot of times I know if I'm going to go to your sale, my camera's going to go here and just hit it, you know, hit the record button and just record it all. If I'm packing something up, every now and then I don't do what sells a lot, but every now and then I just pull the camera out and just hit record. I know it's going to take, I just know when I pull the camera out, I'm going to be spending probably an extra 30 minutes doing stuff, you know, like, you know, with doing a what sold video, you guys set the camera up and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, you're going to spend a little extra time, but after a while, I mean, it just comes to me like just natural. I just know when I'm doing this stuff, the camera's going with me, you know, and it's part of it. And, you know, I mean, it's just how I do it. Me, a lot of stuff though. Sometimes I turn the camera on and I might go to your sale and I might not even post it. I've been a bunch of your sales that I haven't even posted on YouTube, but just in case, you know, I have the footage. So yeah, because sometimes I just don't got time. You know, I just gotta get the stuff out and be done with it. That's me anyway.
I know. That's it. Yeah, I guess it's not bad to have like a little inventory of a backlog of like garage sale videos. What was it? It was last week or 2 weeks ago. We were talking about how even Commonwealth Picker, like he'll put garage sale videos from like months ago.
Yeah,
He just had it backlogged.
When the COVID first started, he's putting out videos, still putting out videos, and people was like, "Where you going? Like, what? Why are you going?"
Yeah.
Back in January, like February, March, when nobody putting them out,
Yeah.
he was still putting them out every week, you know.
Yeah.
And he just, he has them back. He has them. What he does, I think, is he actually edits them and puts them on YouTube and just schedules them way out, you know. And that way they just drop, you know, because I think he drops them on Sundays. He's short sales, and he just has them drop just like that. So, and that's a good way of thinking.
Videos a week. Like it's when he's put out 10 videos a week, you better get ahead. Like you better be dropping some. I was like,
yeah. Now that level, I couldn't maintain that level. The everyday, the part-time picker, and the Commonwealth, and you know, Lonnie and all them. I couldn't. Not right now. I can't do the everyday thing. It would be no way I could do that. Not right now. I mean, I got, like I was telling you earlier, I got 3 boys.
30 days.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I tried it 30 days. I mean, I did the 30 days like after Froggy put out that thing about the soy pod. I had that idea. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to like shrink my death pile and like film it every day, what I've listed, what I've sold, that kind of stuff. I did it for 30 days straight. At the end, I was fried, dude. I was like, that's a lot. The guys that put it out there every day, mad props, because they definitely are working their tail off doing that stuff. I don't know how you keep up.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot. I tried to do it when I first started, maybe 2 weeks, and I was like, there's no way I could do this, man. It's and I feel like my videos wouldn't be the same if I did do that. You know, I put, you know, sound effects and a couple things in my videos, and they just probably wouldn't be the same. So I feel like me putting 1-2 out a week have the same effect of me putting them out every day. You know, so who knows?
Seems like it's doing well for you. Nope, camera's out.
Yeah, you know, I got the M50. It cuts off every 30 minutes. It's a program I can get for it. Won't do that, but that way I just hit a button and it comes back. Hey, you hit my camera, man. Come on. See, that's why I can't put videos out and do what I really want to do, because I got a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old. They fight every day, all day. You know, right. I can't sit in the room by myself for 5 minutes before somebody comes down. And there you go, right there. And and then I got 17-year-old that they like. My 17-year-old, and my 7-year-old, they fight more than anything. What? They 10 years apart, and they fight more than anybody.
That's hilarious.
So, but
Dave and me.
What'd you say?
Her 50 does not time out. But I think you're using the utility, and he's not. You can just go the utility, the Canon utility.
There you go. That utility. That's what I need. That's what I need to. That's what I need to use. So, what she said, I love how to know how the best YouTube growth tip is. Your channel has blown up like crazy. I give all thanks my channel to Lonnie. Lonnie, he shouted me out when I had 40 subscribers.
Yeah.
And, till this day, and Lonnie won't tell me either. I don't know how Lonnie even found my channel, because in the beginning I didn't say much. I used to go, you know, in the chats and watch people and watch their videos, but I didn't comment a lot. I just used to watch videos. And I don't know if mine got recommended to him or anything or something, but one day my phone just started going off, ding, 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 new subscriber, new subscriber, new subscriber. Yeah. And I was like, what's going on? And they just kept doing it. And somebody reached out and was like, hey, Lonnie just shouted you out. And I was like, what? Mm-hmm. But at that time, though, I had probably maybe 25 videos. So people just, you know, I got a lot of followers off that, man, and it kind of hyped me to do a little better on my videos and stuff like that. So I just kept coming with them. I think it's all about how you capitalize off that shout out, you know. And I feel like I guess capitalized well, and it just kept growing, and you know, it still is lightweight.
So I've heard you throw out that theory before, and I kind of want to disagree with you. Like, I honestly think, dude, it's you, man. It's your videos, man. Yeah, dude. Because like because All right. How many times have you either been to somebody else's page, like as Lonnie, or somebody else has shouted him out, and you were like, "That's all right," like that was cool, like like Lonnie's being nice. But I came on yours. I don't know about everybody else here, but I'm sure for like the first week at least, I don't know. Anytime anybody brought you up, it was straight up, brah, like all that stuff, right? All your sound bites that you had, right? And I think that's what it was, is that you were standing out.
I agree with that. You do have to stand out a little bit.
Yeah. And just, it's just, I mean, on top of that, like there aren't too many like Black creators in the reseller community too. But so I just think like between your personality, and I think you do a great job of expressing your personality through your videos. Right. You know what I mean? Like you feel that, like you could just be removed, but like, I don't know, like your essence is totally in that. And I think you're right. Like if you were to produce every single day, I think you would lose that, man. Like, that little bit of time that you take to put that extra love is definitely noticed.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you're kind of, you don't want to get burnt out, and if you do, you'll just be throwing something out and you won't be yourself. Sure. And in the beginning, I don't know if you go to my earlier videos, well, I don't know how y'all was when you first started making videos. I'm sure you watched different people and you kind of had a concept of how you should be when you did videos, and you tried to do what other people did, and at first I thought that at first, and then one day I was just like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna be me, and like I am with my friends, and I'm gonna talk, and if I mess up, I'm gonna show you me. I'm gonna put it in the video. I ain't gonna try to edit it out or talk like I usually talk. And I was throwing those sound effects in there because guess what? The sound effects you hear my son say all the time, straight up, bruh, and all that crazy stuff. And I got some sound effects over here, bruh, stuff. That right there I use all the time. That's the stuff. Okay, we do it in a few. Chill out. And then so I was like, you know what? I put all that stuff in my video because that's how me and my sons talk. That's how me and my friends talk. Let's just go with it. And it end up kind of working out for me, man. I'm glad, So, but Lonnie, I don't know if you've seen that video though. He like played some of my video and everything.
Yeah, that's how I found you.
So that's why I said I think that a little bit had a little bit to do with it, man. And I still, like I said, I talk to Lonnie a lot. We in a fantasy baseball team, fantasy baseball league together, and he won't tell me how. He said it just showed up. But
I'm telling you that YouTube picked up on it, realized that you were good, and probably just put it in front of Lonnie. So
it's crazy though when you that like I said, I have 40 subscribers. And it's crazy how YouTube works, man. You just never know, dude, when you gonna get put in front of somebody,
Yeah. Well, I mean, even like Art Vandalay said, like he found you through Lonnie, but he stayed because of you and your content that you put out. And I think people kind of neglect that too. It's like, it's like there's some miracle that happened. It's like, I mean, like you getting found was probably a probability thing, but everybody staying, that's you, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And like people say, like the big guys say, they always say you got to be ready, for your big break.
No, I think that's what's smart about you. You were ready and you capitalized on it.
Yeah, I think you also, like, you look at what you guys were saying earlier, obviously you being yourself, being real, because when you're having to come up with something or fake something essentially to try to, or act like something you're not, people that comes, it shows, it comes through eventually. Like you're going to see it and be like, that ain't really who that person is. It's been kind of cool for us to watch too, from the backside, because me and Sam have been together since we were both around the 200 sub mark, and we're, continue to climb. But we watched you, we watched Froggy, we watched like a lot of guys, even in the chat, like Rev and Nikki T, like all them. It was like everybody was kind of just cruising along, and then, Lonnie shouts you out. And then from Lonnie, obviously, John finds you, and he's on it talking about it as well. And I was like, man, when I started watching, I was like, dude, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the content myself, and I find it entertaining. So it's definitely a good thing.
Because, dude, when they did the name that tune thing right at the beginning of the COVID stuff, oh, there he goes. But when I don't know how many people saw that, when John and Lonnie's wives were like, Oh yeah, we watch Tessa and Froggy religiously. I'm like that. Talk about a shout out, not from the OGs themselves, their wives. Their wives, like, yeah, we watch like Dave and Froggy like all the time. Well, like those are the only people we watch. I'm like, ooh, that's an awesome endorsement.
For sure. I think we're all taking turns. Sam, you'll be next for your screen to drop out. So,
I wait for this battery to die because I can't see the screen. So it's just like a ticking time bomb. Are you frozen? Oh,
I don't know.
Somebody turned off Fortnite.
Hey, Leroy, thanks for coming in, bro. Like, I know we've got a lot of people in the chat.
Shane,
for being here. So we'll get him back soon.
they're like, if you don't play that soundboard, I'm not giving back your internet. You play that sound clip right now, and I'll get off Fortnite. He's holding the internet hostage.
It's funny, man.
Hey, if you guys are new to this, go ahead and put your questions for Tesla Picker in all caps so that when he comes back, we have some cool stuff to ask him.
See if he's back.
I should probably drop his link. I copied it. I
don't know what's going on with my internet right now, man.
Dude, I was proposing that your sons were holding your internet hostage.
I usually don't have problems.
It's all right, man. I have problems all the time here recently.
Dude, that's part of it, man.
Yeah, I think StreamYard sometimes says nah. I think sometimes they just throw it up their hand. Nah, you out. Like, that's what I feel.
Oh well, what can you do? We're gonna try to get through it.
We will. It's no problem. Yeah. People are talking about having subs with no videos. There's a lot of that talking to say that I've got 65, 80 subs, no videos.
I dropped out when you're talking about Froggy. And then Froggy, man, he just
both you guys, man. You guys kind of, like you said, caught that wave. He had his he already had like a inventory of videos ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has his creativeness, like, and that's people just loved it. I loved it. So,
Calvin, the AOL came out. I guess the AOL picked up the old school dial-up. He said, "I'm using the old school internet dial-up."
Just listen to the internet scream at you.
I need to call Spectrum, man, because our internet service, because I don't know what's late about the last maybe month or two. It's been acting stupid, so I need to give them a call.
Yeah, Sean's talking about there's bad storms out in Raleigh today. We haven't had much of that here yet, but it might be coming on my way. That might be the problem.
Oh, really? Where you stay at again?
I live on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, like out on the islands. It's crazy when you were talking about going on vacation in Panama City Beach, dude. I grew up on that area.
Oh, really?
Literally like 7 miles Panama City Beach, like Santa Rosa Beach. If you come back a little bit towards Destin, that's where I grew up.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, my God. Why you move? You just needed to get away, or?
And my mom's from down that area. My dad's from here. So when I went to college, my parents moved here, and I ended up coming up here, meeting my wife. Been here ever since. So one of those things. But we're on the beach here too, so it's pretty much this. Okay. Honestly, the Outer Banks reminds me like the way things are there. I literally live on an island here. So,
man, I wish I was by a bank. I grew up in good old Kentucky. Imagine that. Yeah.
If you guys ever come out this way to the beach, man, let me know.
I do. I don't know if I told you. I do. I run and I ride bikes and I do all kinds of stuff. I run marathons and all that. But I do mud races too, man. And me and my friends, we do a trifecta. We do more, but we do a sporting trifecta.
Oh, and, gosh.
And one of the races we do is in North Carolina. And I think it's a 12 miler. The 12 miler we do in North Carolina. And what city is that? It's in what's it next to Raleigh? What it's I believe so. It's somewhere different in there, but it's always in North Carolina, somewhere different. But anyway, we go up. So we go up there every year, man, and we have a good time.
Yeah, you should
The
check
guy
out.
Sean, Bargain Resale Sean, he's a North Carolina, like Raleigh area. Out our way, they do this crazy running race, like insane 100-mile run. They call it the light, and it's from Corolla. Like they have a lighthouse in Corolla, they have a lighthouse in Cape Hatteras, and they run that. It takes like 24 hours and change or something crazy. These guys are
I got
insane.
a guy who wants me to do it because I run marathons. I done ran. I got some medals of. I probably ran 9 marathons, and I got a guy who wants me to run ultra, and he tells me, he said, "Dude, you run 26.2, you can run 100." I'm like, "Dude, no, that's not the same. It ain't like you said. It ain't like you said a couple more miles. That's like 75% more." I'm like, "Dude, ain't no way."
Yeah, we have like the light for light, and then the big one out here is the Outer Banks Marathon. It's like a whole weekend. They do a half, they do the full, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty big time. Like there's people come from all over the world to come here to run.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet it takes that because it's not a lot of people signing up for that, so it got to be people coming from everywhere to run that, man. That's we have a Derby marathon here every year that I run, and a couple minis and stuff like that, and I run those, and my father, he rides bikes, so I ride road bikes as well, and we ride. I didn't did a 100-mile bike ride before my father. But that's wholly different from running.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. So but other than that, it's. But this year, man, COVID year, I've been like nothing.
Yeah,
it's the less I haven't ran it, really at all. I mean, I run my little 5-mile routes every now and then, but I haven't been really doing anything.
Yeah, I've been slacking on training. I'm like huffing and puffing, walking down the road. Like,
dude, tell me about
my it. Back.
It's like that, but it's I don't know, man. And then the gym, I don't really want to go to the gym. I mean, everybody's touching the same equipment, So I've been kind of just chilling here lately.
What was it? Nikki T would like to know if you're expanding beyond socks. You should wear those around when you're running. Good marketing.
Nikki, I've been doing socks probably since 2013. I think I started, and the only reason why I started making socks is because I got my boy at the time. I had 2 at the time, and at that time, that's just when a sock wave came. Everybody wanted you go to Foot Locker and you can get all the NBA players, and they was charging like at that time $25 for a pair of socks or something crazy like that. Yeah. I was like, man, I can make this, man. I'm not ready to pay that, and I just looked up, how to do it, and I got me a machine, a press, and printer and all the equipment that I needed to do it, and I just started doing it. And after a while, I was making a lot of people in my city socks, like football teams, basketball, school teams, and stuff like that. And I didn't really expand beyond that because that right there was more than enough. And I really don't put it out there no more, really. But I still do make them. I can do shirts, but I kind of stayed away from that. I just wanted to stay in my own niche. And yeah, man, it's been doing good for me. But I can do it like I did a face mask. I can do anything polyester. So if you got anything that's polyester, if it's white, I can make it whatever color it is, and I pretty much can do. So it's pretty neat. But yeah, I plan on, especially now that I got a following, a lot of people came up to me and asked, or hit me up and asked me to make certain things, and I don't know, I might come out with a little line. I like with I guess it's, what's his name now? Not Big Texas Picture, but Sumo.
Marcus.
Sumo Thrift. Ain't that what Sumo Drift?
Sumo Thrift.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. He just came out with his own thing. That's good stuff. I like what he's doing over there. So
a little Brandon.
Yeah, a little Brandon, and I'll probably do that one day. But eBay right now is so. I mean, I definitely want to get there, and I'm going to. But I'm just trying to have some loose ends right now with the space and a lot of other things. And I'm gonna move I'm moving all my sock equipment there as well. So I'm not gonna have anything at home. Everything's gonna be there. So that's a good thing.
Separating it out. Yeah, I got a hat press in this that big sporting goods pickup I just got. So I ended up getting that hat press. So I've been looking at that, man. I probably got 200 blank hats that came in with that stuff as well.
Oh wow!
So I was like, man, yeah, I've been looking at maybe getting a like iron-on patch
That'd be nice.
Give on those hats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. They're all old school trucker looking hats too, man. Like old school,
like the trucker
new era, made in the. Yeah,
yeah. My alarm.
yeah.
That's the time I usually go. That's the time I usually get up. That's the time I usually get up to go to work. That's my alarm, but I'm off today.
Getting up to go to work.
Yeah, I work night shift, some third
yeah.
shift. So it'd be well, I work a swing shift. I work first, second, and third, but this week is usually night shift, but I'm off today. So but yeah, man, I mean, that's what you got. I mean, in this game, branding yourself and getting out there if you can, you know, especially if you got a nice little following, you know, that's big. You know, if you're going that way, you know, a lot of people might just not be doing it for that. But if you can, you know, sell a shirt or two, and I think that's very big. So
yeah. It's Brian had asked about the bins. Like, how does that bin store work that you go to? Will they let you go to multiple bins? You stuck at one? Did you
well, since COVID, at first, before COVID, it was all, everybody on their own. You do whatever you want to do. Multiple bins. I remember when I went in there, well, not me, but my guy Scott, he was looking in the bin and he seen a bunch of it was, I think, Amazon Echoes. It was like three of them, and he moved something out the way. And right when he moved out the way, somebody else went and grabbed them both. grabbed them both. So it was kind of all it was kind of a pain back then. But now that it's COVID, there's 75 bins in there, so they only allow 75 people in there at one time, and it's one person per bin. So you can move around as much as you want, but you can't go to that bin unless it's open. So it's $5 on Saturday. They restock on Saturday and Sunday, so it's $5 Saturday and Sunday, and then $3 Monday, $2 Tuesday, and so on, $1 Wednesday and Thursday, and then 25 cents on Friday. And my best days in there though is really on like that Tuesday, that $2 day, Tuesday and Wednesday, because don't nobody really go. It's like they go for $5 a day, and it's like packed. And then during the week, it's like, oh, I'm just waiting for the good stuff to come in. But the good stuff is on those days. You get more bang for your buck on those days.
Yeah.
So that's what I like going out, and I can spend more time in there. I can look everything up. I know what it's gonna sell for, and I just fortunate really for it to just be right up the street, man. I can walk through it too. It's like a half mile away, so
that's awesome.
It's like icing on the cake, man. I mean, that's a good place, and I know the people who run it, and they pretty cool. All they did was get a bin, and anybody can get those bins. They chef pools. A lot of them are chef pools, like stuff they pull off the shelf and put in there, and then some Amazon returns, of course, and then a little bit of everything in there. So they just rented out there. It used to be a Save Lot. They rented out that big place and decided to get truckloads of bins every week and let people go at it. So
yeah, that's cool.
Instead of me buying a big pallet, I get to look through and pick what I want, because I've always thought about getting up those pallets, but I'd rather do it this way.
That's it. So Louis had asked about, I guess, a question for all of us. If you had to give up reselling and our YouTube, what do you see yourself doing? Are you reselling and YouTube? I don't know.
What's that question? If you had to give up reselling YouTube, what would you see yourself doing? Well, I mean, I got a full-time job, so of course be doing that. Now, do I want to be doing my full-time job? Probably not. I work with water. I work in the lab, so I test water, make sure it's good enough to basically send back to the river for us to drink. So it's not a bad job. I like what I do. It's not bad. I just hate being there because I work 12-hour shifts sometimes. I just hate being at a place, one spot for 12 hours, So I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. But what I'm doing now is pretty much I would like to work for myself and do this right. If I could do this 24/7 full time, this would be great. I don't know. What about you guys?
Yeah, I think
go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, for me, gosh, I've worked for myself now for about 12 years, so I couldn't imagine going back to work for somebody else. I would be doing something else, working for myself. I've done a little bit of everything, so I couldn't, as far as putting my finger on something and saying that this is what I'd be doing. I don't know. When I found reselling, I like doing this, so I'll probably stick with that.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy my farming, and I probably try and travel a little bit more, but
Definitely.
you know, but now with a newborn, like it's not as easy to be mobile, not quickly at least. But as soon as he's old enough, we're going on some adventures, and I imagine COVID to be done by then, hopefully.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Travel, I do a lot of traveling. Like my wife is a military brat, so my wife is German and Puerto Rican. She grew up in Germany. She moved here in 9th grade, and um, she tells me, this is what she tells me. The only reason why she's still here is because she met me, but she would have went back to Germany. But that was probably some game. That's probably some game she ran on me just, to make me feel good. But but we travel. So we go, her mom's side of the family lives in Germany. We go there every year. We take the boys.
Yeah.
Her father lives in Spain. So we fly to Germany and then we take a plane and go over to Spain, spend some time there. And she got family in New York, and she only got a aunt and a grandmother and a couple cousins here. So we everywhere, man. And before I met her, I didn't go outside of Kentucky, man. I was like,
I heard you say that before. Yeah.
I didn't travel at all, but I love it. And I don't mind. I mean, whatever we got to spend, because, we go to resorts a lot, and I'd rather spend my money on traveling and taking my kids to different places and stuff like that. But if I could do this and didn't travel, I would love it.
Yeah.
I got
gives you perspective.
Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say I've got some guys that I've met out here on the Outer Banks reselling, like they're pickers as well. Dude, they're traveling all over the U.S. right now with a little camper, just kind of picking as they go. And they have a little IG. They're sending stuff along. So it's kind of crazy just to see that out there, man. That'd be awesome to do that. Like, just
that would be nice.
Yeah, big, all that kind of stuff.
I was on an RV thing for a while, man, and I might do it as I get older, man. I wouldn't mind having something like that, like an RV or something. Just jump in and just go,
Yeah.
Don't know if I could live in there 24/7. I'll have to have a house too, but just to get in there and just drive, I would love to do something like that.
Yeah.
That's what Lonnie was saying. His end game would be, travel and resell out of a RV. I don't know how you would deal with returns, but.
Right, tell me about it. Are you gonna return? You gotta go all the way back. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Do you just have one PO box at home? That's like you just kind of operate out of that. I don't know.
Yeah, you just
might just have to refund. Just say, okay, refund.
Just take a loss. If you're getting if you're getting a 1% return or a 2% return, I guess it would be too bad. But it's unless it's a big money item, then that's a different story. But yeah, that'd be nice, man. I mean, to jump in an RV. I mean, I was looking at all kind of stuff. I was looking at schoolies, like just buying a school bus, and I was doing all kinds of stuff and just redoing it. So, it's that would be a nice end game. If you could just resell and travel.
Yeah.
So,
crazy.
But I've been in my job. What's that?
You know, Redneck Resale, Colton and Courtney. He just put in the chat. He needs to get some of them Tesla socks to wear with his Crocs.
Who's that? Let's name with some Crocs. I think it was Calvin. He posted a picture of him and his Crocs with his Crocs on. Hey, I got you, Redneck. Speaking of that, man, Redneck, he got the biggest shout out you can get, man. I mean, he's capitalized on his too, man. I like what he's doing over there.
With Renee? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
cool, man. Just watching you guys kind of like, pop off and be successful, and just seeing that hard work pay off is nice.
Yeah, definitely, man. And it puts you in another gear too. It's like makes you work a little harder, which is what you should be. But when you got like a little following and stuff like that, you tend to want to do a little bit more, and that's good.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. What do you say?
Trying to catch up on them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's they were talking about traveling salvation.
Yeah.
A couple who they just resell out of their RV. It's pretty cool. Their channel's neat. Like they go to different places, a little like cross between reselling / them like showing, the little places that they go.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice, man. That'd be nice to do something like that.
Yeah, we were talking about like that some of those guys have the RV, like the back half of it's a trailer, the front half of it's an RV. Like I forget what they call it. Like some people use it for like racing, like little race cars. They have that in the back. But I was like, yeah,
yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
The little race cars, then you have the other half or whatever.
Then you can have your little
Yeah.
eBay business in the back of it and roll on. Like, just go around, pick the country.
That'd be nice. I would just like to have one and just travel. I can come back home, I guess. But I guess if you travel, you would have to need something to.
Yeah, you go cross country and stuff. It's crazy. My brother lives in Minnesota, and so my parents went up there. This is before I was even thinking about reselling. But my dad likes antique stuff anyway, and they were talking to me about all the crazy stuff they have up that way. Like he's like, man, you find stuff for cheap. People have yard sales like Thursday through Sunday, like all the time, and it'd just be like crazy, like them old antique milk jugs and all kinds of crazy stuff you find that's cheap.
It's kind of wild, man. Like lately, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys go to a lot of estate sales and stuff like that? Yard sales? I mean,
I did before COVID, but
you did, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely before that.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy the relationships you get, man. I've met I went to an estate sale 2 weeks ago, I guess, and I met a guy, man, and he just kind of got into the estate thing, and the one that he was running, I mean, it had all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, it was packed, and he hit me up, and now basically after we've been talking, he wants me to start coming to the estate sales and basically throwing a shot in my videos, of what, maybe almost like a private pick, but just showing what he got and putting it out there on my YouTube. He just trying to put himself out there, and it's crazy, man. Then through him, he kind of hooked me up. Somebody else called me, and they knew what they knew what I was doing, and they were just selling individual stuff, and they hit me up about some video games. So, I mean, it's just crazy that at first I didn't tell nobody what I did. I'm here. I'm not an eBay seller. I'm just in here trying to find some stuff for myself. But but now I just put myself out there. Like, yeah, I sell on eBay.
Yeah,
I've found the same thing, man. And the more you put yourself out there, the more I get more positive than negative by far.
Yeah,
for sure. I think Dave's froze again.
Definitely think Dave is frozen again. So definitely put yourselves out there, folks.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. I've actually got a guy now because of doing the same thing, like going to a sale, telling him what I'm doing. Now the guy actually messages me all the time. He's got 3 massive estate sales coming, so we're working on that. Like he's the guy I got the sporting goods store from. So
yeah, that's how I got my hookup. Actually, it was just like through Facebook Marketplace and just connecting with people. Now he's just like, I don't feel like listing stuff. I'll just sell it to you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take it.
Hey, I'm done with talking.
No, you're good, brother. You're good, man. Don't let Big Brother try to shut you down, man. Dude, there's
I was on a roll, man. I was doing it now, but
nah, we got you
right in the middle.
Yeah, get that hand crank on. We were talking the same stuff, man. At first I think everybody's nervous, just like when you wear your camera the first time. You might be a little nervous about it, but man,
I'm still nervous.
90% of the people don't care, and the ones that do, they actually think it's cool. Like I have people jump in front, going, "Hey!" Brian, I do carry a business cards with me, bro. I hand them things out like crazy. They don't have my phone number on them, but I tell them to hit me up on IG, watch my YouTube. That's kind of what I do. He's coming back. There he is.
I'm about to get on myself. I guess it's good right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I got call. I got to come out and see what's up.
I'm in the same boat, man. My internet's weird. I don't know if I'm froze. Everybody else is froze. You guys good?
I feel like I'm the clearest one out of all of us, but
you probably are.
It always looks the best on your own computer, though. So,
Colton, man, I just saw that on your video, bro. He says, I just walk up and say, what do you got? I can resell and make money on.
very, very, I mean, it's to the point, no funny business.
Right? Yeah, I think Dave's froze again.
Thank you, Sean. I know. I'm waiting for Dave to come back and ask him fatherly advice for sons. How can, at what age is it appropriate to, automate my store, aka just let my son run it so I can go do fun stuff.
Watch this, Dave.
Oh,
duality.
4K. Oh.
Before and after.
David 4K.
I'm 720 now.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Now something's up with my. I don't know.
It's all good, man. Technology, man.
You're right. Tell me about it. But yeah, man. What was y'all saying? I forgot what we was talking about.
We talking about putting yourself out there at sales, talking to people.
Yeah. How y'all sales right now? Speaking of that, how's y'all sales? Y'all doing? Anything slow down?
Yeah, it slowed down for me a little bit for sure, but I think it's just, dude, I got that sporting goods store. It was mostly baseball, softball stuff, so obviously that ain't going down. Like, say when I started listing that, it ain't hitting on much.
Yeah, because ain't nothing going on right now as far as sports.
Nah, not a whole lot for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still getting sales, but of course, it ain't as strong as it has been. But like I said, I guess it just depends on what you got.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, but you said mostly on Macari, don't you? You said right?
Yeah. I mean, it's been like up and down, hit or miss. What's actually really killing me right now because of Macari's payment method is how slow USPS is shipping right now. Because of all the problems that are happening in our political world now. I don't know, man. It's like it's taken forever for a package to get there now. So now instead of maybe like a week and a half turnaround for your money, because it's kind of like managed payments where you got three days to have your customer rate your transaction, and then you can get your money, and then then you got to deposit into your bank. But the longer it takes for the package to get to the buyer, then the longer it takes for them to actually rate me and for me to get the money. So that's pretty annoying right now.
I just got an email speaking of that August the 17th, my managed payments is gonna start.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people today. It hit for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been on for a little over a week now. It's actually good, man. Daily, I'm actually getting next day funding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not the nightmare that I've heard from other people. I haven't had any problems. The only thing that I do notice is they will initially it'll say after you sell something that they're holding the funds, but once you ship, that disappears. I don't know if they hold it, like they don't process the payment until you actually ship or what happens. But I've been getting next day. Sometimes I'm getting deposits 2 or 3 times a day. It's kind of weird. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
So every time you get a sale, I guess they send it straight to you, I guess, and they don't just wait to the end of the day, or what?
Yeah. I mean, like I used to do credit card processing, so typically, if you have a brick and mortar, all your credit card sales for that day, they'll batch out that night. But I think what happens with eBay is they're just batching it every time it comes through. Sometimes it'll be a bulk deposit, but I had yesterday, I had 2 orders or two transactions come through, 2 different deposits. So I don't know if that was because of the weekend, like coming out of last weekend or something. I don't know what was going on, but it's been good so far. Like, I love the fact that they take the fees up front and they still do take your shipping out if you want to do that, or you can take it out of your PayPal, whatever you want to do.
Right.
They give you an option. But
I think that's good. I think a lot of people have been burnt on, those fees adding up at the end. And I think it's going to be good for a lot of people, them just taking the fees right out,
Tell you what, that first strong month I had, man, I had like $1,000 eBay fee. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm about to sell some stuff. Like, that was a wake up for sure.
Yeah,
That'd be nice to not have a random bill pop up for you guys.
Yeah. Now the only thing it looks like they're holding is if you ship FedEx, then you pay for that, just like we always have at the end of the month. But pretty much that's it. Everything else they take up front. That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Then you at least know the money going in your account is your money. It's not, in a holding matter.
I'm gonna tell you what I went through. Like my guy, I guess it's my business partner. I guess you call it that. So when we get this place, the very next day, he gets suspended for 3 days on eBay.
Ooh.
Dang.
But it was his fault, and I told him he was instead of taking pictures himself, he was screenshotting pictures on eBay and putting the product on there.
Ooh, stealing them pictures. No.
So a cell phone company he did that with, they said that he, basically they wasn't his pictures and they suspended him.
Man.
That's tough, man.
So I
So
told
look,
him, I said, man, you can't be getting suspended, man. What are you doing?
oh gosh. Louis wants to know what you think about Amazon taking over malls. Did you hear about that? They're supposedly converting old J.C. Penney's and Sears into their inventory storage. Thinking about it, So more merch warehouses for Amazon, because malls are slowly dying, man.
Yeah, you're right. Especially after all this, man. I mean, for every store, but especially malls. I mean, everybody in one little place like that. I can only imagine. I mean, it's been. I mean, you got to think movie theaters. I mean, it's. I don't know. I'm gonna see how a lot of people gonna come back after this.
That's why I like a lot of free inventory. I think if you're an Amazon seller though, it's got to be good for you in terms of that means there's more places that you can ship your stuff to. So overall, that's got to drive costs down now for Amazon or for you as far as shipping your stuff in for FBA.
Yeah, you would think that'd be the case.
I know it's cheaper for me just because I'm close to the Joliet place in Illinois. So
okay, so they can ship. They said they're gonna have more warehouses to where basically, I mean, I guess
that's what I'm guessing, because that's kind of how they're, they've been so fast, right? Them having all their little hubs, and them knowing what sells well in which area, so they just kind of keep those hubs stocked.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon taking over, man. That's all it's gonna be after a while. It seems like. I mean, they ain't missed a beat. And it's crazy, man. I remember being on eBay a long time ago, before Amazon, when Amazon was just selling books and stuff. And the way Amazon just passed it, eBay. I mean, eBay ain't really, it don't seem like changed since I signed up back in 2000. 2000, I think that's when I signed up. Year 2000. I think that's what my stuff says. So it's crazy, man.
Crazy. For sure. Jane, the managed payments and pirate ship, that really don't affect the link at all, because you at pirate ship you still pay for your shipping through your card, like not through eBay's payment system. So it doesn't affect it. It's the same. Just so.
See if I can use my other camera. There we go.
How will this merchandise?
That looks good. What'd you just do? Is that still your phone?
My rear facing the camera.
Oh, okay.
My front facing is terrible.
Yeah.
I still got the Note 8. I've been having this phone for 4 years.
Dude. I tried to stick with. I had the Note 7. I hung on for so long to not give it back, and they forced me to give it back. I got the second one. They told me it was also going to explode. Gave that back. Went to Google and never turned back, but I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Samsung looks like they got their act right, so I might go back.
Yeah, I mean, with that 7, like you said, it blew up at one time, and I thought they were just gonna fall off the map after that, but it looked like they're making a little comeback.
Yeah. Let's see.
No more JC Penney's. They're gonna have business. No more JC Penney's. That's what you just talking about. Amazon's gonna buy up, I guess. And Pier 41. Ain't it Pier 1?
Pier 1 Imports is the Pier 1 Imports by me has been like doing inventory dumps for the past like 3 months, liquidating, you know.
Yeah, because their prices are still high. I went in there too. Supposedly they had to sell, and I was like, really? I still can't buy this stuff.
Yeah, they're drunk. There's a reason why they're going out of business.
They probably did like when the Kmart went out of business near me, and I was going to do an RA. So like I knew prices in there anyway because there was some action figures I was looking at, and I've been checking them back and forth, like you know the ones you have to buy 8 to make one figure. So I've kind of been checking them back and forth because I needed one to complete a set so that I could sell the set. And they did 20% off sale, but they did like a lot of people do with eBay. Like they raised their price like 19%, and then they gave it 20% off. They were like, yeah, we're 20% off. 20% off a higher price to begin with. So
right.
I was like, man.
Yeah, and having this place, man, is gonna open up to me. When I go to these estate sales and stuff like that, I always see like little chairs and little furniture that I wouldn't sell on eBay, but I would sell like on a Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. Do you guys sell on Facebook Marketplace or any other place like that?
I've sold a few things, not a lot, but I've sold a few.
Like bigger stuff that I don't want to ship, like sewing machines. I sold a few sewing machines when COVID first started. That was like a good time to do it because everybody was getting into the mask hustle. So like people were just sewing like crazy, man. Golf bags. Try not to stuff that I don't want to ship. Or if I'm trying to do like local trades, Phoenix Resale, who was in here for a while ago, got me into like trying to trade for video games and stuff. Because he would like get the Nintendo Switch and he would trade for it. And he would get stuff that was like 3-4 times in the value, and he was just able to kind of like hustle them because the scarcity of Switches at the time.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's Switch, man. What they got up to like $500? It seemed like something. Crazy.
Yeah, they're back down now. I just saw them. They were restocked in my Walmart, and I just like decided to look up comp to prices, and they were back down. So
okay.
Paintball guns and furniture. Sell that stuff on Facebook Marketplace too.
Yeah, my son got a Switch, and he rarely plays it because, of course, we got a Switch. We got every system pretty much.
Yeah.
Nintendo, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and he rarely plays the Switch. And I told him, I was like, "Hey, man, I'm about to sell this." Like, yeah,
I'm about to do that.
So,
dude, just like stick it in a closet. Don't even tell him. See if he notices. In like 3 months, if he don't say nothing,
we got Nintendo DS too. It seems like we buy him every system, and he done got old enough now to where he's 10 now, and he's not really on the handhelds no more.
Yeah,
now he's really doing his doing everything. So it's like, dude, you ain't even playing it, dude. I mean,
dude, I'm just gonna get my kid a laptop or a computer, and they're just gonna go into like Chinese Olympics training, but for like esports. Like that's all they're gonna do.
Mine's on a PC. My 10-year-old, he wants me to bid him a PC.
Yeah.
And so he knows his whole gaming setup. He's 10 years old. He looked it up on YouTube, and he knows exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, this is what I got to do. So me and him are gonna build a PC together. I told him I would, probably for Christmas. I said we're gonna build a PC together.
Yeah, I think that they it's crazy. I had my niece and nephew here. My brother came in town, and so I've got all these old systems where I sell, So I pulled out an Atari. I was like, "You ever seen one of these?" He's like, "What is that?" He's like, "That looks terrible." That's what he's talking about. And I was like, "Yeah, you play more advanced games than this, like on one of those little knockoff game systems."
Dude, I be forgetting, man, how I don't know, old I guess we are. I have time just flies because I I put out the Wii. You know, Wii was what 2009, 2008.
Yeah.
I guess, and they never played. I forget. You know, they 10-7, so I forget. You know, and I put out the Wii and started playing it. Man, they played that for like 2 weeks straight. They loved the Wii. Man.
Yeah.
You know, and even the Nintendo and stuff, just they like Mario, so it's like, you know, it's different to them, and they love stuff. You know, I was like, dude, these are the games. The Sonic the Hedgehog, when you race Tails and Sonic race. Oh man, they love that too. So you know, we have a ball, and I don't know if y'all know, I purchased a haul like 70 consoles, like 300 games.
That was a ridiculous pickup.
Yeah, so I kept one. I still got some. But I'm keeping each. You know, I got a Sega Saturn. I got a Nintendo. I'm keeping one of each thing. And we've been playing, you know, just slowly but surely. And I've been showing them what I grew up on, you know, and they pretty much like it. A lot of them, you know, they won't play it for so. It ain't a first person shooter. They can't talk to nobody, so they can only play it for so long.
I rebuilt a NES. I did a pickup, like a collab with one of the resellers on YouTube, and he gave me like a bunch of parts and a bunch of systems, and I restored an NES. Really? I'm like, oh, you know, I'll keep this and I'll, you know, play with my kid when he's older, you know, like kind of one of those throwback moments you see like fathers and sons have. And I'm friggin' playing Super Mario 3. I'm like, what is this crap? You can't save, you die, and that's it. Like, like, what is this? Oh, and then I remember I was like, oh, that's right. My system used to overheat because I wouldn't turn them off because I didn't want to lose my spot. You know, my mom used to get so mad.
I agree with the hell. Sega Saturn is nice, but it's I'm mad because I ain't played that with them yet because I don't have a power. I gotta get a power cord for it, but I got 3 of them over here, man. 3 Sega Saturn, so I don't even know if they work yet.
Yeah, I downloaded on our Wii when I got it when they first came out. I downloaded all the old NES games on there, like that I used to play, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, like all that kind of stuff from back in the day. I tell you what's crazy though, man. Tecmo Bowl. I don't know. You guys are a little younger than me, maybe, but
love Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl, man. Oh, Bo Jackson, you can't stop that joker, man.
He runs over everybody.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Hey, you could run all the way to the other end of the field and then run all the way back.
Yeah.
That was the game right there, man.
Yeah, I downloaded all that stuff. Double Dribble, I downloaded that on there. You remember Double Dribble, man?
Yeah, where you dunk, it shows the
the 3D black and white. Yeah.
I appreciate the Lone Star Picker, man. I try to be, man. I mean, my father was the same with me, man. And I believe it has a lot to do, especially boys. I got 3 boys, man, and you know, me being in their life and showing them the ways, and you know, just simple stuff, showing them how to change a tire. Like my 17-year-old, I told him he'd been driving since 16, but I spoiled him really. He don't know how to do anything with a car. You know, I'm like, look, you gotta check the oil. You know, you gotta check stuff. You can't just drive it. You know what I'm saying? And the other day I had to show him how to change the tire. He called me and was like, I got a flat tire. I said, didn't I show you how to change the tire? Like, yeah. I was like, well, okay, do it. He's like, so I had to go and show him how to do it again and stuff like that, man. I mean, even though I wasn't really mad at him, but I had to give him a hard time. But,
sure.
I mean, it's just a wonderful thing, man. You know, he's getting older, but he's, you know, usually a 17-year-old, he's want to do his own thing, but he still likes to hang around me, and that's good. And he's actually an excellent football player, man. We went to the University of Cincinnati before COVID hit and visited there. So he got to visit there, and so he's probably going to be in college next year somewhere.
He going to be a Bearcat?
I don't know. He had a couple coaches that want him to come and visit up there. And, so we went up there and visited, and a couple schools here, of course, in Kentucky, University of Louisville and University of Kentucky, and a couple small schools. So we'll see. Yeah. But
you looking for like a D2 school, D1?
I told him, I said, man, if a small school's gonna give you a full, he's gonna have a full. He's got good grades too. He goes to one of the best schools here in Kentucky. But I said, if a smaller school gives you more, I will go there, and you will shine more there. You know.
Yes.
So
yes.
I would just go there and get your education or whatever, and go play football. And that's what I was telling him. I said, these guys that go to Alabama, you got to think they third string is good, but they're not going to get in the game, really. Until maybe they junior or senior year.
Yeah,
So,
you gonna hold a clipboard for a couple of years.
Or like,
Yeah.
You're playing like Western Kentucky, and like they're they're tired touring with them now, and it's fourth quarter. You can play,
right, right. So that's what I was telling. I was like, dude, you gotta play your cards right, man. I mean,
yeah.
go where you think is going. I mean, if you want to play football, that's good. Then go where you gonna go play. And
Dude, even some of
still get
those
the education.
JUCOs, man. Some of those JUCOs their teams are no joke.
Yeah.
What is it? Netflix I just saw had a documentary about one. Was
they have like
East
I think
Mississippi?
I think so. My son was showing me that. I didn't watch it, but he was telling me about some type of documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, but
my daughter played sports at junior college to start with. She got paid. She got paid to go to school, man. She had more scholarship money coming in than what she had to spend. So
yeah,
she got
and that's good. And that's how my son is, man. He's makes all A's and B's, man. He's very smart, and he's in the airplane, so he goes to NASA every year and does some type of oh god, I'm having a mind blank. Anyways, it has stuff to do with spaceships and airplanes and stuff like that in Alabama, and he's just a brainiac, man. I don't know where he got it from because I don't know. I guess you got to teach your kids to be better than you, right?
yeah, man. I think what George Carlin used to say. All the world's problems could be traced back to the stuff dads did to their kids. And I mean, and that's kind of what I envy is, now that I've kind of gone into the reseller space, right? And now, besides seeing the what souls and all that stuff, seeing how folks kind of manage their families, right? Like that's the one stuff. Like I've looked at your channel, man, and I'll be lying if I haven't sat back and studied you and seen what you're doing and trying to emulate some of that. But then like seeing you from a fatherhood side,
I'm wilding over here.
Same thing.
Set up. Don't mind me.
Good, man. Same thing with like Commonwealth, and how integrate kids. So it's cool when I'm watching a video and you're like, yeah, my 17-year-old is selling now. Not only is he selling, he's actually doing a little bit better than me. And for like you said, dude, for a 17-year-old kid, like I was working and stuff like that, but I was working making money for the wrong reason, so I could go spend it and go have fun. It wasn't
the latest and greatest.
Yeah, it wasn't to be a responsible kid.
Yeah. And I tell my son, man, it's so much easier right now. Like back in the day, no internet, no online, nothing, no e-commerce, no nothing. So I'm like, dude, if you have an idea and you want to do it, just do it. I mean, it's so much easier. You really don't have to pay for no advertising. You got a nice following, and he has all kinds of ideas. And I said, just, do it, and I help you out. And he sees what I do, and he likes doing that. So he's slowly but surely doing it. He still got school and football and stuff, but he's doing his thing, man. And I'm proud of him. And I told him, I mean, you got to think. I said, I remember when I was in college too. I worked while I was in college. And I mean, I had to pretty much I had to take care of myself basically. I had to, if nobody gonna do it for me, it was just me. And I said, man, with I said, you pretty much can take care of yourself reselling. You know what I'm saying? I said, you don't have to sell much. You can every now and then go out and do some stuff and sell a couple pieces and you be straight, Yeah. So that's pretty much what he's doing now. And he's having a good time, especially now that he's not in school. They've been out since March. He's having a lot of time to go. And he's loving it. And then my little kids, it's crazy and you'll realize this, man, when yours get a little older. They pick up on everything, man. Everything you say, everything you do. Yeah. And I take mine to your sales every now and then, and I hear him say certain things, and I'm like, "Where you learn that at?" Well, you was saying it, on your video the other day, So it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's good, It's good that because I've always been business savvy. I've always been kind of a hustler and wanted to do certain things, but I don't think I got it from my father. It's just I think I got it from my mom, and they the same. They always want to say, "I won't sell this. I don't play with it no more." So they know what's up.
It's kind of crazy too because you think of it like when I started working. I mean, obviously, like you're working a menial job, you're making like $6 an hour. Like when I first started working, and then like these guys, like even for us, if you're working here they pay a little bit more. Like, you know, kids are making like $10-12 an hour if they go and start work where I live. It's like, but I was like, man, I said, you look at that there, and man, I could sell like 3 things, and you're making like $50. Like,
yeah.
I was like, you can work 8 hours at this, or you could do something else. Like, I wish I had found it when I was younger, or they had this kind of, yeah.
But I told my son, I was like, look, you know, you can work for me, because he was working. He didn't had a couple jobs, UPS. He worked at he's trying to get a job at Target right now, and they pay about that $13.50, $14 an hour, something like that. And but I told him, I was like, dude, you know, I got so much stuff to list, pack. I said, I got my little sock thing. He pretty much knows how to do that because I've been doing socks since he was younger. And I was like, you know, he's going to work. He's usually working 4 hours, you know, $13 an hour. What's that? You know, 26 times 2, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, come work for me. You know, work for your father. Yeah. If you come up to, like, now that I got an office, it's legit. You can get a key. I can take you up there. You know what to do. I can show you the rope. So we trying to work something out on that, and I can use the help. You know, being that I got him and the kids, and you know, and that's another thing. I try not to let this overcome me. Basically, what I mean is, you know, I got a wife and I still got kids, and they want to do stuff, and I can't. That's one conversation me and my wife had before I even got the spot. It's like, she was like, are you going to be there all the time, all day and stuff like that? And I promised her, you know, that I was going to, you know, do it for this or do it this way and that way. I mean, you know, I only spend this much time over there because, I mean, even though you spend a lot of time and you get stuff done, you make a lot of money, man, you got to make sure home's right first. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
That's it.
So.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, and when Caleb asked that too, you know, about the balancing YouTube and reselling, that's like, I think about the family stuff. I've had to pull back just because, like, my kid had a procedure the other day, you know, so I'm just like, I could, you know, invest a whole lot of time and you know, put out a video and all that, but you know, like, I do all this stuff so that I can be a part of that, you know. And not like have that FOMO, like I'm missing out on something.
Right. I have had a lot too.
Yeah.
Cajun said, what did he say? He said, you know, you have to watch the kids these days. They have selective hearing. They also have selective learning. When you don't think that you right, and he's right about that, man. I mean, you say something to them, and they only hear what they want to hear, basically.
Sure, you know, man.
My kids is like that, definitely.
Bro, especially at 17, 18, you couldn't tell me nothing. I knew everything. Man. I was invincible, bulletproof. Nothing.
Come on. He got a car. He's chilling.
Yeah.
He's, you know, and he's bigger than me, you know. I'm a little guy. I mean, it's crazy. He got, like, my son is 6 inches taller than me. So, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like, you know, he's standing over me, and me and him race like we race like 4 or 5 times a year, and he still can't beat me in racing. I told him he probably wouldn't ever beat me in racing until I'm about 53. That's what I told him.
Bro, you'll be like Herschel Walker running laps around him still.
I'm 38. I'm about to be 39. So I tell him, dude, I'm still a young lightweight. You're not gonna beat me. I run all the time. You know, I'm in shape.
Dude, and you have the mileage in you too. That's the thing about running.
Right. Exactly. He's used to them sprints, those football sprints. I'm like, dude, nah. So, but I'm smart though. It's always a little longer. I don't do them those little short 40-yard dash stuff. It's always longer, you know.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man. I mean, he don't know. In high school, I ran a 4.41 in high school. Almost a 4.3, and I used to tell him, I was like, dude, I was quick in high school, man. You can't get me.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Battery exhausted.
Yeah.
I told you it was like a ticking time bomb, man.
You know what? I got Diaper. I just got my what's it called? That fake battery. I just got that maybe 2 weeks ago. The one you can plug in, you know, you still using batteries for yours?
Yeah.
What's it called? Shit, I can't think. Dummy battery, I guess. Yeah.
It's a dummy battery. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Basically, yeah, you put it in there, and then it's a battery, but it has a thing on it where you can actually plug it in the wall, and
That's what's up. All right.
Yeah, it didn't cost nothing but like what, $7 or something. So
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's like it's $15, but still, it's pretty sweet.
Oh, there you go.
You done found it.
Dealers have, yeah.
There you go.
But I was getting tired, man. I used to have to change at least 2 times during the live
I've
stream.
seen you do that, and Froggy too. I'm like, how do I get around that, man?
but I said, man, I gotta find me a battery that I can plug up because I'm getting tired of it.
Dude, that's smart, man. Thank you for the tip.
Yeah,
got some.
But then I gotta get the utility where it don't cut off every 30 minutes.
Yep.
Guys,
and the other where I can use it. Shoot.
Yeah, internet's key, right? I'm gonna see if anybody else had any other questions in the chat. We somebody's got a question. They just buzzing in.
Nikki, yours is the 13 and 12. I seen them in your 187 when y'all was doing the 187 yours sale. You went too. I mean, I was all together. Man, how'd you do during that sale?
Yeah, I didn't score that much, but I don't know if you saw their video on the way back. Them jokers had their little Fiesta like packed to the hilt. Like that little car that Rev and Nikki T drove. That thing was they had her loaded down. I'd rented a trailer.
Oh, really?
I thought I would more. I took my parents and everything out. Yeah. Because I took my parents out and we had my niece with us, so there was 5 of us traveling. And so I have a minivan. I put a hitch on the back of that thing. I said, if I find something, we're gonna have to put it in there to get back. So we did that. I had like the bottom of the little 5x8 full. Found a bunch of Harley parts, that kind of stuff. But really, as far as monetary, probably not as good. But meeting all those guys was cool. Like, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Nikki T, Colton and Courtney Redneck Resell was there. And Old School Picker. All those guys out there. It was a good time. We just missed Lonnie and John at a few places. They were all over top of us the whole time.
Yeah, I was actually gonna go, and I was supposed to meet with all of them too, but I had to work that weekend. I decided not to go. But it's just like any other yard sale, man. You gotta, it's that first person there, man. They're gonna clean them out. So it's like,
well, there's so much, dude. We literally went a 20-mile stretch. We might have hit about 40% of what was out there, and in that 20-mile stretch, and it took us 5 hours. Like, I mean, it like there is so much stuff on that 127. Old School Picker Chris, man, he was telling us that he usually does a trek, like 3-hour drive is what it is, up and down. And he said he'll do that for a week and he still probably don't get to half of it. Like there is so much. Literally, it's like every road almost. There's stuff off the side streets. There's fields of stuff. It's nuts. But the pricing's a little high, like on a lot of it. You have to get off the road. You can't go to the flea markets. Like there's places that have the guy said if you see a funnel cake stand, keep driving. Ain't nothing there. Because they got like people renting fields. But it was a great time, man. Picking together was fun. We're talking about going up in October, man. The 411 is there.
That's over by you, man.
Yeah.
Where's that? Where exactly is that one at?
Man.
I think it runs parallel to the 127.
Yeah.
It goes through Kentucky also.
Oh, okay.
Well, it stops, I think, right at the edge of it's to Newport, Tennessee. From Leeds, Alabama to Newport, Tennessee is what it says. So it's up there close. But
I might look that one up. I ain't know that. Yeah, all that stuff's right around my way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Well, dude, we'll definitely I'll shoot you a message on IG. Like we'll probably go. If I go out there, more likely I'll go out near Tennessee because like Old School Picker, he kind of gave us the tour guide a little bit around that area. he knows the sale. He's been doing it for a while, so he kind of knew where to go. But it was a good time, man, for sure. Colton had actually went to a sale, that Apple. He found an Apple II. He saw it there, and then Lonnie went and picked it up, like right behind him always. He's like, man, I must have just missed that guy. So he was there.
Oh, so you seen that? The actual?
Yeah, Colton did. He saw that the day he was headed home.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one of them, man. I was supposed to be going to their reseller rally. Of course, it got postponed to like June next year.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to meet a lot of people,
Yeah, it's fun. We thought we may run into some other people. I will tell you, man, one of the funniest things I saw out there at that 127. So I went back to our motel that night, Friday night. We did our live show from there last week, like from where Colton and them had rented the house. And so I drove back to my motel. I get there. There was about 5 ladies, man. They had this minivan, the back of it open. And I bet they had like 3 or 4 parking spaces slammed full of stuff in little bags and like laid out all over the pavement. I was like, what's going on here? And they were like, oh, we do this every night after the sale. We sort everything out. We just throw it in the van during the day while we're out here. There are a bunch of nurses. They do it every year. They go out to 127. But they were wild. They were talking about strapping stuff to the top of the minivan with baling wire and stuff. Like there was some wild stuff they had going on.
I'm not messing around.
I sat there talking to them for about 40 minutes. And then I think about it when I go upstairs. I was like, dude, why weren't you filming that, you idiot? I was like, these guys, they had me rolling, man.
Hey, Philly Picker, man. I forgot all about those till just now. He asked me if I picked up some Jordan 1s today. I'm a Jordan 1 fanatic.
Oh.
Did you pick up those, what is it, the Grateful Dead SB Dunks?
Those was nice. And I tried. Couldn't get, I struck that.
I entered that raffle. I also struck out.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. I got a thing for shoes, but not really no more though. Just Jordan 1s every now and then, and I wanted those though, but I didn't get them. And it's it's matter of fact, that used to be my shoe room. I've been selling a lot, man. I've been selling a whole lot of shoes here lately. At one point, man, I had 275 pair of shoes or something like that. Tennis shoes, just tennis shoes alone.
Yeah.
I wasn't back in my younger days. Now my son, his foot's bigger than mine now, so he can't wear them no more. So now I'm just letting a lot of them go.
Yeah, I heard you say that in one of your videos that you were just basically just getting rid of your own inventory.
Yeah, I got. In fact, I'm kind of close. Let me see. Here's my room. I'm trying to. I like Pops too, of course.
Yeah.
But well, it's just some of my shoes up here in these little things, but most of them are just Jordan 1s. But I got a problem. I got a bunch of Pops too, but these are all ad icons, man. I don't know if you're familiar with Pops.
Yeah.
I heard you said you like the cereal ones.
Yeah, I thought I saw some cereal ones on the channel.
I think he also froze.
Yeah. Frozen cereal. Guys, if y'all have any more questions in the chat, if you'll put them in,
I'm going to drop his link in there one more time.
If you are not subscribed to Dave for some reason, and make sure you hit that up. It's in the description as well. He's going to drop it in there in the chat. Make sure you hit that thing up. Cernak said he sold off his Adidas collection about 6 years ago, over 100 pair. When boots came out, it changed the game for my feet. I didn't want to wear anything else. I gotcha. He's popping back in. There you go.
It's the worst show ever, man.
Dude, if you were there for our first episode with Kat, oh man. It was like musical internet. Who had the crappier connection first night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, hey Kat.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's next
Christopher.
To source? Question mark. I don't know. You guys got anything going on tomorrow? Like y'all going anywhere? Sourcing? Yard sale? We fixing to double up right now. Oh. Hey, Dave, look at Frozen Dave over here.
I got on the wrong one. Didn't
Dude, we see you both times, so in case one cuts out, we'll see.
You got a double dose, man.
That's it.
If people just pop in, they'll be freaking out. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, mine's is worse than Cats. Cats is usually like, I don't know.
Cats is a hot spot too, so I don't know how she pulls it off.
Yeah, man, it's I don't know. It's a process. I'm calling them first thing Monday morning, man, because I pay too much money to these people for my stuff to be acting like this.
Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing, man. I got to do something because they're sheesh,
throttling your internet.
Yeah. Well, what happens here in the summertime, man? We got so many people here on the Outer Banks. They're sucking that thing. Like everybody gets on the internet. You can see the go down like your gas needle. It's going down.
But the thing is, man, I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm direct connect in like through to the modem, so it's like I shouldn't be happening, you know. Like,
yeah. Do you think it's your RAM? Is your computer getting hot?
It could be.
I'm
just telling you. I need to upgrade. I'm at the upgrade.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, I was streaming on my MacBook for a while, and it was just getting hot. And a cooling pad honestly saved me for a while until I upgraded this guy. Yeah. Just even with the new guy, I bought a brand new cooling pad just to have underneath it, so it won't overheat and all that stuff. If you look at all the tests for any of your stuff, like when it runs cooler, it just runs faster,
a whole lot better.
Yeah. You figure like running, when you're not overheating, you can perform better.
Yeah, it's it could be what it is, man. Because like you see, I didn't had the laptop out for a little while, and then I get back in, it's working fine. Then maybe when it gets real hot, it just kind of So it could be what it is. No telling. So look at you. I need to hook that up. Plus, I got to sit and maybe it might not have enough airflow. I'm restricting the airflow from it right now.
Yeah, I did that before, and I put mine on with it. I actually found a cooling pad at the thrift store one day. Stuck that thing under it works.
Chocolate martini. That sounds gross. Cat.
Chocolate martini.
Yeah.
What she say she's drinking? Nice. She's actually drinking. What you drinking, Tracy?
She's drinking coffee. She said she made a drinking game out of you guys freezing.
Well, she's probably drunk then. Yeah.
What kind of coffee? Irish coffee.
I like coffee too.
Like Krillin got her on the Irish coffee.
Yeah. She got Krillin's special Irish coffee recipe.
Oh gosh. So Dave, you got any sourcing going on tomorrow? You working? What do you got going on?
Nah, I got work in the morning, so I'm not doing nothing this weekend, man. I went to an estate sale today, and I picked up a couple things, and then but that's about it. I went to 2 estate sales. One, they had people who supposedly it was 100 years worth of items there. It was an old couple who lived there, and they had a bunch of stuff, but they wanted the prices was crazy, man. If they're trying to get rid of stuff, it's gonna be a hassle. I might go back Sunday. Supposedly they're gonna do better. Even with the half off though, it was still crazy. So we'll see.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder, like estate sale people, like if they're just trying to scoop the stuff for themselves, like they price it up so high that they can come in there and buy it out at the end. Like,
a lot of them are. I know this one specifically. I knew it was gonna be high because the certain ones that run it, they known for being high, and this specific are this estate company. They known for doing that, and they have a shop. So what they do is, I'm sure they buy them out at the end, and they sell the stuff by it, themselves. So, and that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the one I go to. I mean, I've gone to a lot, but the one I go to all the time, the guy looks out for everybody, man. He's trying to make the most he can for the person, but he knows you ain't gonna make nothing if you don't get rid of it. So he always hooks up with some good deals. So.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a couple of them like that. Like I was telling you, this one I made a relationship with. He's trying to get rid of it. He's trying to get rid of everything he can. So his is fair. And then on Sunday he is half off, and it's real good. That's when I like going anyway. But some of them, if they resellers, they pretty much don't want nothing to sell, so they can basically be actually the seller and the wholesaler. So they buying it at the end as well. Yeah.
That pennies on the dollar. What's crazy, like the guy I talked to that I have a pretty good relationship that does a estate sale, he's like, they're so backed up right now because he said that he thinks, some of it's probably because of COVID, because honestly, like family members ain't going to come down and deal with stuff. They're just going to hire a company and get rid of it, get what they can and move on. That's what he's saying. He said a lot of people ain't fooling with it. He said because he called me the other day. He's like, man, I got like 3 big estate sales coming up. He said we've got tons of stuff we haven't even got to. So it's one of the things I was like, man, you think about that. If that's the case, then it should be a buyer's market on that stuff.
It's a lot of people get into it. I went to one. It was their first one today. It was no markings. I mean, they didn't have no shirts. I didn't think it was ran by a business. I thought it was ran by the people who own it, but it was actually a business who ran it. And it was. I talked to them for a while, and they had, their house, like if I had that house they had, I could live. Basically, I probably wouldn't have to pick for another 2 years, all the stuff that's in the house, And I kind of gained him. He didn't know nothing really about eBay. He said he sells stuff, and he just didn't know anything, man. It was he said he took on too much basically by getting that house because he didn't know what he was doing, because it wasn't advertised real or nothing. It was it was through word of mouth how I found out about it. I didn't, usually I see something at least on Craigslist, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do anything. And but he had a lot of good stuff there, man. I just was trying to tell him what he needed to start doing. And but have y'all ever thought about, because there's a lot of new people getting into the estate sale game. I guess if you can find a house to do it, would that be something that y'all would like if somebody came to you and it's like, hey man, would you like to run this or do this estate for me?
You would have to. I did it for my parents downsizing. It's kind of like, it was good, but it's like you got to figure if is it worth your time, because I think like a lot of those folks, like you have to, you just figure, all right, well, you're gonna pay us $5,000 to $10,000 just to do this, right? So you hope that you can sell $5,000 to $10,000 worth of stuff, and then whatever you don't, like you got to still cover the difference. Yeah, because they got people helping you, organizing, listing, posting, and running it, and then collecting cash. They're there to make some money,
right?
Exactly. And some of them I hear, they price it high. Like if it's something good, they price it high and just kind of hang on to it for themselves,
right? Or probably just pull that stuff. I bet you like maybe probably 10% of that stuff is not there. That was there is probably not there when we look at it, I'm sure.
Yeah, you never know. I talked to the guy that I know that does it, and he's pretty open with some information. I think a lot of it is you got to have some type of following to get people there anyway. Like that dude markets Facebook. He's all over the place with that. He has people that they do an auction, so he tells people at the auction, hey, we got an estate. He's putting pictures out, like all that kind of stuff. So, I think if you could market it, and if you had enough people that you knew would come that are buyers, you know what I mean? And then what he does on the back end is there's a lady who owns a thrift store. She'll come and buy whatever's left over. And so then she cleans it out so he don't have to deal with the clean out,
Right.
That's because that'd be the key. Because, man, I think it'd be a lot like a storage locker. Man, if you had to deal with all the trash in and after, you have to pay somebody to come and do that or get a trailer, and where are you going to put the mess, like all that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
because the estate sales, they want it gone. That's why they got you there. Like, they want the house to be clear when you leave.
That's what the guy was telling me. He said he had like 3 or 4 wholesalers that he calls that he has basically to clear everything out when he's done with them. So, you know, he sells everything, and then at the end, you know, he calls them and they come and he gives them a price for the whole house basically.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. I mean, like I thought about even getting into storage lockers, but I'm limited on space, and I barely want to clean up my own garbage. Forget about somebody else's like garbage now.
Right.
So I was lucky to find the dude who they do storage locker cleanouts, and they don't mind doing all that, you know. And then they know that I'm interested in electronics and video games and whatnot. And so when he finds it, he shoots me pictures and gives me a call, and you know, we figure it out after that.
That's the best way to do it. Find somebody who do it, and you tell them what you like, and you know, they sell it to you.
Yeah,
that's the best way to do it. Me too. I thought about it too. Just, you know, maybe getting them one or getting a small one, and but like you said, man, it's just the space, having it, and you know, what you're gonna do. I mean, it's a lot. You gotta have a lot of time. You know, if you get a locker, especially like maybe a 10 by 10 or something like that, just filled up. You're gonna have to have a lot of time to process all this stuff. And you know, maybe it work, maybe it won't. Who knows? He kills it, doesn't he?
Jeremy's the guru, man.
Yeah, right. I watched a little video he did the other day. What was that? He got one for penny or no money or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
he knows somebody. He knows somebody gets these wild deals. It's like
his new trailer that he bought to do that stuff with, man. That junk's got carpet in it. He got a steal on a trailer. I was like, man,
that's nice. If I could find, I mean, and I see them all the time. I mean, I thought about purchasing one a little while back. Nice trailer where you can do that. You throw everything in there and process it whenever you want to. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the only way. I mean, now that I have a shed, once I get it all completely set up and have space to deal with some of that stuff, I was looking on Storage Treasure today. Like I was, because like there's some smaller lockers like near where we're at. But man, you know, it not really knowing a ton about it, I'm looking at it. I said that looks like a bunch of trash to me. I'm sure there's something in there somewhere, but that looked like.
And that's another thing. I mean, you gonna have to, you gotta have that wheel, that picking lockers. I mean, you know, it all. You know, you don't want to go out there and get a dud, you know, and it happens, I know, but it's like you gotta take that chance as well. So it's all kinds of stuff.
It's the gamble.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a totally a big gamble, you know. You can kind of look at, I mean, you know, there's a lot of people who have, because I talk to certain people who's in it, and they tell me, you know, little secrets that, you know, maybe look for this or that, and but you still you still never know. So
yep. Look at that. Cat, you can do an open trailer like Cat does, you know. You're only limited by the tarp that you can throw on top of it.
Well, Cat got about 1,000 acres, you know, so she
know.
She can put stuff anywhere.
Where is she? She's got rental property, and she's like, or I could convert it into a shed next to her shed. Yo, and then she's trying to rope me to come and live on her property and get a shed to finance the shed on top of her shed.
That's crazy.
I'm like, I see what you're doing here, Kat.
That is a good tip, man. I might do it this winter. See what I can see. Get them half price during the winter. Craigslist. Yeah, and that's where I found one. I seen a nice one on Craigslist not too long ago. And I just, of course, went in and went ready to buy it, but it was real nice, man.
Yeah.
And some people be trying to get rid of them sometimes, man. If you can look up on one, if you're looking for one. And if you if you push an inventory like that, then it'd be great to get one.
Yeah, man, so been on lockers that you see mice running around here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You taking all that home. And that was mice. And that's the thing too with reselling too. You just never know, man. I mean, buying stuff for your sales, and it can, you know, a lot of times it's in people's garage and stuff like that. I mean, you gotta look at what you're doing.
Well, it is risk and reward. I mean, there is things like, you know, you got to risk it sometime. You know, like sometimes you gotta take a chance. You might not always win, but I mean, I've tried to like a few times I have looked at storage lockers. Like I'm looking to see if I can see anything in there that'll do that. But
see, look, he's flipping trailers. I've been even talking about it. See, he's above us. He's way ahead of us. Like I'm trying to get one for myself. He's flipping them.
There you go.
They flipping them over there.
The reselling thing for a long time. Like when we had him on, he was talking about how he paid for college. He was flipping back in college, man. Like he
see, he's on it.
He's been on this game a lot longer than us, that's for sure.
Right, tell you about it. Oh yeah, I forgot Kat. She is trying to get a boat. Didn't she say like a 70-foot boat, a yacht or something?
Crazy. I don't know. She's trying to have her own reseller rally. She's gonna try to get her own boat and have her own reseller rally.
Man, she got more inventory than golly. And she's doing it part time. That's what kills me. I mean, she 1,500 listens, 8. I'm out. She got 2,000 now, don't you? Something like that.
Yeah. Dude, it's like you got a lot of inventory when you can give it away for free to other pickers around you because you've already made your money off of the pile.
Right. Right. She told me the other day she's seen something she was thinking about giving, but it went too high. Yeah. She said she's gonna get one built. Come on, who gets a boat built?
Dude, what are you gonna call it? Titanic?
All right, come on, man. That's some crazy stuff right there.
Selling juicy fruit, Jeremy slipping trailers.
Oh yeah, cigar box. That's what it was. I appreciate the thought, Kat. Thanks.
Oh man.
But anyway.
Yeah, we got boats building around here, man, but stay out of my price range. That's for sure.
That's right.
They built all those sport fishing boats out here where I live. Yeah. And things.
Well, you got a water, so they definitely gonna be higher.
Yeah, well, they built all that stuff like they filmed that show, the old Wicked Tuna and all that stuff here. But they've been building them sport fishing boats here for a long time.
Yeah.
There's things like $1 million a piece.
God.
No big deal.
I don't think about that.
There's fleets of them. And in fact, like they have the big fishing tournament here right now, the Billfish tournament. Top prize, like $500,000.
There's some big money in that.
Ain't it out. Boxes on boxes.
I got a lot of stuff, man. I got a lot of inventory that I got to go through, man. I went to this lady. She hit me up and basically I got to pick at her house for free. She was just trying to get rid of stuff, man. So I got a bunch of stuff from her house. Basically fit up my truck, and I got a video of going through the stuff, but I haven't shot. Actually, I haven't went through none of it. I'm just throwing stuff in the car, so I got a lot of stuff I don't even know what I got. So I'm gonna do a video one day of going through all that stuff. Been so busy though, I ain't had a chance to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish editing a video as soon as I get off here.
Yeah, what's that be?
Everybody's talking boats. All I want's a jet ski.
Dude, I'm with you, Joe. We can just follow along in the jet skis.
Yeah, if somebody get a boat, I'll get a jet ski too. That's what my dude was talking about getting a boat, and that's what I told him. I said, man, I'm gonna buy my jet ski when you get a boat, so I know that we gonna be going to the lake, what I think. And if you get the jet skis ain't that bad. Now I ain't trying to get no boat. Yeah, we all have our jet skis. We can meet somewhere.
That's right.
Meet up.
Dude, that's how I was gonna sneak onto the reseller rally boat with my jet ski. Get all like covert and tie on, and then hop on. Like, hi, a lot of Josh here.
I thought he was already on there.
Yeah. Like, wait, what?
You'd have to
see an empty building.
That's right, dude. I'd have to shave the stash, put on my glasses. Hi, a lot of Josh here.
Debbie, you need to fix that up. She said she got an empty building. Debbie said she got an empty building that's about 40 by 100.
Woo. Oh,
said she won't use it because it's full of critters and spiders. Nope. You gotta get in there and get crazy with the spray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, as long as they're not like those what are they called? Cave crickets. The little caves, they're like little bugs. They jump at you as their attack mechanism. They're huge. Mm-mm.
You ain't messing with it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, there you go. Having a friend with a boat. I love that.
Mm-mm.
Get right off,
That's
go
right.
home,
That's
and
That's the better.
That's right, Tim. Almost as good as having a friend with
Yeah,
a
the
pool.
guys around here call it break out another 1,000 because that's what happens when those things break down. Break out another 1,000. That's what they call it.
What is it, like a barn cat? A 30 by 50? Man, cat got buildings everywhere on her property.
Yeah, dude. She was like raising chickens and all that stuff. She was like, yeah, just decided to convert that into my storage room.
I would love to have land like that. That's my goal. My next house, my wife, I've been telling her I want a little land and do some stuff like that. That's pretty neat. Every time you film outside, I'd be like, man, I wish I had land like that. Little space.
I was talking to what's his face, DC Picker the other night. I was on a show. He's saving up to buy himself a farm.
That's nice. I grew up on a farm, man.
Awesome.
Kentucky. Actually, still got it. We got a farm. It's right over. It's in Indiana, right across the water from me. But I grew up on a farm. That's nice. I love to do it.
Nope.
Get back to that. Play on hay and I mean it was nice, man. That bring back memory. Doing all that. That's why I like all them critters and stuff like that. We used to play with those things back in the day. Turtles and lizards and spiders and all kinds of crazy stuff, man. But today the 2000 critters are a little different. I don't mess with those. That was back in the 90s. Now these year 2000s critters.
They get a little bit bigger from pesticides.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Steroids, pesticides, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Dude,
man.
everything down south has wings, so
right.
Man.
I'm Louisville. I'm in the heart of Louisville. Glock 30 fan.
It's funny, man. When I was at the 127 this past weekend, they one of the yard sales I went to, this lady, I was telling her I was a reseller. She goes, I got something you can help me resell. Dude, she had a pen and little potbelly pigs around the corner, man. She's like, I'm selling these. Some of them are potty trained, like they keep them in the house. They go to the bathroom in the litter box.
Yeah, we got all that in Kentucky, man. Like I got friends with horses and stuff. Matter of fact, the farm, me and my father's, we got horses on our land. It's the next door's neighbors, but we let them keep the horses on it, keep down grass and stuff down. But that stuff's like normal here, man. Pigs and horses and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, my grandfather, like that Northwest Florida area, like he's an hour north of Panama City, and he had like 180 acres when I was a kid. He raised it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
He was a chicken farmer. He had like 4 grower houses, and then he had cows and horses and pigs. And
what happened to the pig, Cat? Cat said she used to have a house pig.
Yeah.
And they had bacon, probably.
Bacon.
That's how great thing. That's what happened to it.
Need the BLT.
Yeah, man. But now I'm in the subdivision where if I even put up a volleyball net, they're gonna ask questions. What are you doing? So I can't do nothing to her, man. I hate it with a passion, man. And my wife was like, look, when we moved in this house, there was red, like the numbers of my address. It was in red numbers. We didn't do it, 4 years later, I get something in the mailbox saying, hey, if you don't take these red letters off your mailbox, you're gonna get fined. And I forgot all about it. Anyway, they ended up finding me like $29 for the numbers. I'm like, dude, look, these numbers was here a long time ago. Like, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man. It's so we said we need to get back out and get about these subdivisions. So she said like 3 relationships ago.
Jeez.
Rehome him. What's that mean?
Probably had to find old Piggy a new home.
Yeah, in the slaughterhouse.
Dude, I'm gonna come to Cat's house and do a ghost paranormal investigation. You gotta be ghost at your place.
11 acres.
1942, bro. I don't know. I'm just saying 1942 old buildings.
I like that type of land though, old buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
11 acres, not a ton.
That's like your own
cat is probably
I'm like on top of like my neighbors.
right. You know, mine's 0.5, 6, 7 acres or something.
Bro, I'm pretty sure my neighbors last night at 2 a.m. were having a dance off. Like I'm like, I got a baby and I ain't even sleeping and you guys are partying right now. I'm about to get up and knock on your door.
25 acres in Kentucky, that's nice. I was looking at something. Me and my wife been looking too, and we looking at our going to probably look at something that has like 8 or 9 acres. It's like 8 point something.
They're rich.
Yeah,
must be in somebody else's shit right now too. Some of these guys, I think they got one of them computer monitoring systems at their house where they got everybody's live streams on at once.
I forgot Kat's, but she's going live. All right, Kat, are you
going to premiere in 10 minutes? I think
in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and Marcus and Lorena, I think, just went live. So
I guess we're gonna have to check them out.
Well, man, we appreciate you coming on, bro. If you guys got any final questions in the chat, now's the time.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. I don't do much, man. I'm always in the chat, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't mind getting on. I stay on everybody's chat if I can. There's so many shows and stuff, man, though. Like we just said, there's 2 other ones we just said just now and just starting up and another. So it's like I mean, I love it, man. And that's another thing for people who get involved, man. Get in the chat, start talking, you know, do stuff like that, man. Get people conversate with people, man. That's how they get to know you, and that's another way to grow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it's all about personalities and relationships. That's me all day.
That's it, man.
And I think that'll take you far.
Well, it's like when Eric and Rev and Old School Picker and all those guys got together, I guess what Chris said is like, you guys are all exactly the same as you guys come off on YouTube. Like, yeah, it's a show we're not, axe murderers and the
yeah, because you're right, because there are some people I'm sure that's is just putting on the show,
yeah
and the fact that you can meet somebody and it's like you already know, like we talking on here, but when I meet you it's like, hey, it's the same person, like I've been talking to you forever. So
I think that's the thing. I mean, that's what I felt when I met those guys. I was like, it's kind of weird too, because it's almost like, hey man, I just met somebody I've been hanging out with, like we've been friends for a while, but like it's
because you gotta think we literally talking probably every couple of days at least on here, at least in the chat, because somebody's live.
Yeah,
so it's kind of crazy.
That's what we were saying. I said, man, I knew it'd be fun having you on because, like I said, we were talking the same thing. I said it's just somebody else you kind of get to know. Like we've watched your stuff, we've seen you grow and seen
it too, man.
Throughout.
It's crazy too, man. I'm shocked, man. I didn't think, that it would grow like that. It's kind of crazy, man. But I'm having fun doing it. That's the most important thing, man. And I do it when I can. I try not to stretch myself out, and and feel like I gotta do it. I just do it when I can. And what I'm doing now is perfect, man. I try to do at least 2 a week, if not, every 2 or 3 days, and it's been working out perfect and fine.
Very good. Well, man, you got anything coming up, like videos dropping or anything next couple of days? Or are you?
I'm trying to get that one done. I'm gonna probably film it tomorrow at haul I got for free. That'll be a nice one. I filled up my car for free. I might be the title right there. But of that lady, and I got a lot of good stuff, and I'm excited myself because I don't know pretty much what I got. I was just throwing stuff in the car for the most part. It was free, so me going through it, you're gonna see shock on my face too, and just kind of see what some of it is and some of it's for. It's some electronics, a lot of old like figurines, and because you know how it is with figurines, you just never know. You might have a gem, you just never know, and a bunch of stuff, man, books and all kinds of stuff. So that'd probably be something that I film tomorrow and probably try to get it out Sunday. That'll probably be the next time I drop something.
Nice.
Richard asked if you got any more building projects going on, like the deck.
Man, I'm doing is it a Borgolo? What's it called? Pergola? Over top?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's my next thing, man. I'm doing that. And I was thinking about, but we've kind of moved too. So I was like, I don't know yet, So but that won't be too hard. So I still might do that. We're gonna put a little overlap over half of the deck, not the whole thing. So that's the next project, man. So
yeah, your screen went dark on us, Dave, but we
okay.
we do appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Sam, you got anything?
Stay tuned for my video on how I got myself in and out of Macquarie jail.
There you go.
Oh yeah, for that. When you gonna drop that one? Sometime this weekend?
Sometime hopefully Saturday, or at some point Saturday night. So
yeah, I've got 2 videos on deck coming. Hopefully over the weekend. Maybe Monday, the last one. I got the second part of the reseller meetup thing that I did on 127. So that'll be the one with the pig. You wanna watch that one. And then I've also got an update on the sports store buy, like what I've sold to this point out of what I got listed. So I know I've had a few people asking me about how things were going with that. Still got more to list yet. There's so much of that stuff, but we're well into profit. So I'm gonna show you that.
There it is.
There you go.
I had to do it for bargain resale.
One for the road.
And the bruh too. Bruh. Yeah, there you go.
I'll say there next week, guys, reseller roundtable. We'll have OSP Chris, old school picker, will be with us, and he'll be hanging out. So, and then don't forget as well, last Friday of the month, we're doing the rapid fire reseller rally, reseller round up table, rapid fire. Too many R's. But guys, if you want to be a part of that, and just shoot myself or Sam chat on IG, and we will get you in there. We'll give you the information, the details, even if you've already been with us before. But we're going to open it up. Anybody that wants to come on, I've heard from a couple people, but we got a couple more slots open. So we'd love to have you on if you want to be a part of that. So feel free to stop by. Once again, Dave, thanks for coming on. And,
hey, thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you.
All right, guys.
I'm sure I see you over in Cat's chat, our Marcus and Lorena's chat.
That's right. Seeing you in the after party. That's right.
All right, y'all take it easy.